Little Mix's Jade Thirlwall has said that the North is homophobic. She told Jessie Ware that it was hard being an LGBTQ plus ally. It's harder and harder to get that acronym right these days, and that increasingly becomes an alphabet soup. But anyway, she says it's difficult. She said she's from South Shields herself, but she says, which is in the northeast, marvellous part of the world. The 28-year-old said a lot of people are willing to listen, but they just don't understand it because it's passed through generations. She said, she described the attitudes of people in the north towards LGBTQ plus people as more small-minded, and that's in direct quotes, as more small-minded, and said many people possessed an old-fashioned mentality. I experienced at school a pretty difficult time, but since then, since getting out of school, since, my family thoroughly accepting, totally fine with it all. My granddad, who for some reason grandfathers are picked up in this article as being brought up to be homophobic, then passing it on. My grandfather never ever had any, late grandfather, an absolute hero of mine and will remain it for the rest of my life, never ever had anything but supportive things to say about me and my career. And I just can't understand this idea that people in the Northeast are more small-minded. People in the Northeast are some of the most generous-spirited, open-hearted, kindest people that I've met. How many times I lived in London for 5 years, right? Half a decade of my life in London. And it is not the same at all. That kindness and that generosity and that community-minded approach to life is something that you do not experience anywhere else. I think this is a sign of a selfish brat, actually, who is looking down on those who might have been out to buy her records. They might have been out to see her live at Newcastle. They might have been out to do all sorts of things to support this girl in her career. And now she's a celebrity. She's turning around and calling people more small-minded in the North. Tarring everyone with that anti-LGBTQ plus brush. It's palpable nonsense. It's risible nonsense. I think she's coming across actually as a petulant prat in saying all of this. How dare you say that as someone who is still in the Northeast, as someone who's proud to be from the Northeast, as someone who is buying property in the Northeast? I reject that in every way possible. It's simply not true. The Northeast is a bloody fantastic place. Thank you so much for watching this video. Reasoned is a grassroots organisation that's entirely funded by people like yourself. So if you're in a position to do so, please do consider supporting us by clicking the link to the side there.